What is going on, everybody? Here on podomac.com slash, what is it, Andy6070? Anyway, you are listening to the very best podcast on podomac.com. Your host is, I guess you would say, as always, the one, the only, Mr. Dylan, and yours truly. There you going. See, this is how we roll here. We go by whatever we feel like. We want to be cheery. I think we're going to be cheery. And if not, see, I'm in a great mood. Dylan, are you in a good mood? All right, y'all. I'm trying to get everything loaded. I'm a little bit late today. But, who isn't? Anyway. Oh, I guess I'll just make some stuff up right now. This weekend, all you wrestling fans out there, it's going to be crazy. This week, this month has been absolutely freaking crazy. All right. WWE is putting on their biggest show of the year. They are, it's WrestleMania 28. It's live this Sunday. We'll have live play-by-play coverage, possibly some commentary, and, all that and a bag of potato chips will be presented. Dylan, you like potato chips?
Huh?
Do you like potato chips?
Sometimes when I'm in the mood for
Okay, so Mr. Dill's not a big potato eater. But it's all good.
It's not potato chips. And sometimes I can't get that. I don't know what you're for.
Well, there you go. Man, I guess we'll cover this while I'm loading. But anyway, before we get into the plugs, have you heard about this Obamacare?
Is that crap still going on?
Oh my God, man, it's been all over the news. We've been reporting this for I don't know how long. Just, it's just lasting and lasting and lasting. It seems like, you never get to the end of it,
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, Obamacare.
It'll be settled eventually. It takes time.
But you know what? No one wants it to be passed,
It's like nobody wants to pass.
All right. Yeah. Anyway, WWE WrestleMania 28 coverage starts pretty much right now. We're in full effect. Next Generation Wrestling site at Weeble.com, where you can find all that. We'll be crazy busy. Of course, Dylan, what is the best site you can go to for all your news and rumors and much, much more for all your world news? That's right, ladies and gentlemen. What Dylan just said. AlternativeNewsTalk.weebly.com.
I couldn't hear you. My phone, I had another person on the call, so the beep beep beep, and I didn't hear what you said. It cut you off.
It's all good. Okay. Our revamped Twitter, twitter.com/alternewstalk. That's on the main page of alternativenewstalk.weebly.com. Cheap plug. For all your sports news, go to establishsports.weebly.com. YouTube.com/Andy8763. US stream /Andy8763. All right, y'all, let's get right into the show. And we're going to do a little different format here. Dylan, are you ready for some trivia, my man?
Oh, wow, that's really sure what we got. What question did I miss today?
All right, y'all. I don't think he's going to get this one. All right.
Shit, no, I'm not going to get a pick.
Hey, you never know, man. You might be lucky, All right, Dylan, your first trivia of 2 trivias. How many teams are in the NFL? Easy there, killer. Is it?
Easy, killer.
Is it?
No multiple choice. Oh, multiple choice.
Yeah,
Okay.
multiple choice here. Is it 2? Is it 4? Is it 16? And this number you might get right. Is it 552 teams in the NFL? Which is it?
Well, see, according to what I originally thought, all those are wrong. So, I was wrong with it.
So you're
It was in the NFL.
Oh, let me revamp that real quick.
I see you didn't put the right answer. You just put a bunch of wrong ones. Of course I'm going to miss it.
I messed up on the trivia. I put the answer below. All right, is it 2 teams? Is it 32 teams? Is it 4 teams? Is it 16 teams? Or is it 552 teams?
Okay, it's 30. I was thinking like either 28 or 32. And then it's like, okay, well, none of those are even close to what I thought. So.
Yes, it is 32. Dang it! But I got one that he's never, ever going to guess on the next one. But anyway, that's later into the show. Sports news. NFL came out with a statement as Dylan's having some technical difficulties. Dylan, are you okay? My gosh.
Yeah, I'm okay.
All right. NFL came out with their regular season opener, which I'm not really happy about because, frankly, it's my team. My gosh, he's having some technical difficulties. We're going to take Dylan away for a second as long as he gets his technical issues taken care of.
I think we should be good now.
We're good? Okay. The Giants, New York Giants, the Super Bowl defending and reigning champions, are going to open up at Cowboy Stadium in Dallas, Texas, in Irving, Texas, for the season opener. It's going to be on September 5th on a Wednesday of 2012. They're starting a new thing where we're going to have Wednesday night games, which I think is stupidity. But I don't make the rules, and no one cares my opinion.
Stuff to do on Wednesdays. It's a weekday plus, there's people go to church, so I don't think that's the best idea.
Well, see, here's the thing. NFL regular season games, they have them on now Wednesdays, but frankly, it was before. It was Thursdays, Sundays, and Mondays. Now they're going to have it Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday, and Monday. And then on the playoffs, they'll have all those days also with Saturday. So, I really don't think it's right, but they want to make their rules, they can make it. I guess this goes with this one. Peyton Manning, the ex-Indianapolis Colt quarterback, was there for, 14 years? 13 years? He signed with the Denver Broncos last week. Tim Tebow, you got an opinion about this, Bill?
I've seen a bunch of pictures that, Tebow saying he's praying, and then, he gets replaced. It's like, it's not exactly what I wanted.
Yeah. Tim Tebow was the quarterback of the Denver Broncos, as many as you know. He got an option to either go to the Jacksonville Jaguars, which he is from Florida, and he played his college days at the Florida Gators. He got him a choice of the Jacksonville Jaguars or the New York Jets, which New York's Jets already have a decent quarterback at best. Jacksonville has 2 or 3 quarterbacks that could be starters. So he went with the Jets. We'll see how that plays out. And then the top 5 for NASCAR at Fontana for the Sprint Cup Series. Your top 5 is Carl Edwards coming in at number 5, Kevin Harvick coming in at 4, Dale Earnhardt Jr., my man right there coming in at 3, Kyle Busch came in at 2nd, and Tony Stewart won the race. About 129 laps in. Of the 200-lap race, it got rained out. So anyway, that's enough of the sports news. Dylan, do we have the news up right in front of you?
Yep. Just need to grab my handy dandy thingy. And I have it up here.
Alright, y'all. Bobby Brown. What do you say about the guy?
The name rings a bell, but I can't remember who that is.
Okay, well, if many of you don't know, Bobby Brown is, well, I guess technically he would still be, but he is the ex of Whitney Houston. And as many of you know, and we covered it on the show, she passed away. The reason she passed away, let me get that up in front of me. I want to say either she overdosed or she drowned.
I may be thinking of somebody else. We've had a lot of really good celebrities and singers and all that died here lately.
Yeah, and I'm going down the list. We've been busy. Let's see. I cannot find it. I can't find it, y'all. I believe it was. I believe it was overdosed. Maybe it was drowning. I don't know. Anyway, quick thing before we get into this, I thought this was absolutely hilarious. You know Michael Jackson. You know he had his doctor, and his doctor's going to jail for his death. You know that, right?
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, I guess he was eating prison food, and he was supposed to have court like a couple days in a row. And the night before, he got diarrhea, and like he could not leave his cell, and it got plastered all over TMZ, and we covered it. I thought that was hilarious. Dylan's having some technical difficulties.
My little brother came in, so yeah, that's cool, Nikki. Nice macaroni art. He's 4, so.
Oh, here we go. LA County Coroner released the singer's official cause of death. It was an accidental drowning, but it also notes she had heart disease and cocaine was contributed in the factor of her demise. She also had marijuana. She also had Xanax, Flexler, which is a muscle relaxer, and Benadryl. And then they said that it's very possible that she had a heart attack, to lose consciousness, then to drown. And the heart attack could have been triggered by the hardening of arteries as a result of the cocaines. And she was found dead in the bathtub at Beverly Hilton Hotel last month. Several pills was found on the scene. Midol, ibuprofen, Xanax were also there. There was no.
Like those are all hardcore legal drugs.
No, they're not. But if you treat them the wrong way, then they can be.
Yeah.
And the police also say that there's no evidence of cocaine in her hotel at the time of her death. So anyway, back to Bobby Brown. That sick SOB. He got charged with the DUI. He's really the reason that she ultimately died. Not saying that he did anything. I'm saying because he got her on drugs and ruined her life basically. They divorced, and he got charged with DUI on Monday afternoon. He got officially charged yesterday with driving under the influence and also driving with a suspended license. He blew a .12 blood alcohol level when he was busted on Monday right after noon. Both of these offenses are misdemeanors, so it doesn't look like he's going to do much jail time. They'll probably slap him with a fine, possibly permanently suspended license, or something to that effect. Maybe some community service. It does say each offense carries a maximum penalty of 6 months in jail. He could also be fined $1,000 per offense, so that's about $2,000. His license has been suspended because he got a speeding ticket in 2010 and failed to show up for his court date. So it looks like the guy's going to be, paying a fine and spending some time in jail. Probably, like I said, as Dylan is taking care of some business, that he'll probably just pay a fine and just get slapped on the wrist. Dylan, are you with us?
I'm here.
Okay.
I got business going on right now. I'm busier than I thought I'd be.
It's all good, bro. But you got any opinion on this?
Well, I mean, I really don't know the guy well. I don't know what whale. I don't know.
Whale. That's our Oklahoma accent.
I don't know too much about him, so I guess judge it fairly.
Tough stuff right there. He's a musician, he's a rapper, and whatever he gets, and he broke the law. So, anyway, next topic. We're back to trivia. You ready, buddy?
Okay, what do we got for round two?
How many
There we go.
how many weeks are in a regular NFL season? Your choices are: is it 4? Is it 10? Is it 112? Is it 16? Or is it 56 regular season weeks for the National Football League? Which is it, Dale?
Okay. What were those choices again?
All right. Was it 4? Is it 10? Is it 112? Is it 16? Or is it 56 weeks in the NFL?
I think it's 16. I'm pretty sure.
Why do you think it's 16?
Pretty sure.
Why do you think it is, Bill?
I think it's 16.
Is that your exact number?
Yeah, that was one of the choices, right?
Yes.
Okay.
See,
I was thinking 17 in my head, and 16 is really close. I'm gonna go with that.
are you gonna just totally count out 112?
I mean, 112. Because only for one small little fact. It's just the fact that there's only 52 weeks in a year, so I think 112 should count.
Oh.
It's not too long for a season. Just a bit, You agree with me, yeah. I can't see it, but you agree with me.
Oh my God, that was priceless.
I mean, I could be wrong. You never know. But I don't think it's that one.
Dylan, you never fail to amaze me. Yes, it's 16 or 17.
I got another one.
All right, yeah, you're 2 for 2, aren't you? Anyway, update on the Obamacare, which we basically just kind of covered. That's what I'm trying to figure out here. I put the article up a couple days ago. They had a 2-hour debate over the constitutional merits of President Obama's health care law. They basically talked about closing and dividing this case. So one's at the high court, because they're at the very top, I believe. I don't know if they're at the Supreme Court yet, but they're up there. It doesn't really say anything about it. All I know is it's about health insurance. Basically, all this is.
If you don't know what Obamacare is already, we don't have enough time on this show to explain the whole situation behind everything that's happening with it.
Well, just to sum it up, if I'm not wrong, basically it's to every American citizen, you have to have health insurance. You just have to.
It's basically a way of making federal health insurance that everyone is forced to get. So.
Well, there we go. Do you think everyone should have health insurance still?
Well, granted, I think everyone should just because of health, but I think you should have a choice because depending on your circumstances, you may not be able to afford it, you may not need it. I don't think you should force it down people's throats. I mean, it's insurance. You're supposed to buy it if you feel like you need insurance against the risk. There's no insurance. Car insurance you have to get, that's only because of state law, not because of a national law. Technically any state could say you don't need car insurance, just at all. At least here in Oklahoma, I think in all states dictate you have to have car insurance or they'll give you a ticket.
So let's base this up. Do you think every American in the United States should have health insurance?
I think most of us, should because it can really help you out, but I don't think we need it or have the government tell us what kind we need and all that. Some people don't need it. Some people do. Some people want it and can't afford it. It can be expensive.
So basically,
I'm not agreeing with the fact that we should all be forced to get help.
It shouldn't be mandatory, basically.
Yeah, it should not be mandatory.
All right. Just going through some headlines real quick. Bobby Brown bought a ticket from LA, and it's unclear where he's headed. So he might be leaving the country. And I think that's another either misdemeanor. If you have a court hearing, you can't leave the state or the country. Maybe it's just it varies, but I don't think you can leave it. I know you can't leave the country, but the state, I'm not for sure.
I don't know. It's a good question. I really don't know that.
Okay. But I don't think you should be mandatory to have it. There's some pilots in some trouble, Dylan.
What's wrong with pilots? What can we do to help them out?
Alright, here we go, y'all. Here's the article. You can read it on what site can you read it on there, Dylan?
AlternativeNewsTalk.weebly.com.
Thank you.
.net for once. Woo-hoo.
There you going. See, this kid's learning. Passengers on board the JetBlue flight, yes, people, I said a JetBlue flight, were forced and subdued the captain Tuesday after he began to exhibit erotic behavior, including screaming. They're going to take us down. According to passengers, JetBlue Flight 191, which was headed to New York at the John F. Kennedy International Airport to Las Vegas, made an emergency landing in Amarillo, Texas, due to an airline called medical situation. And no, Mike, the situation was not there. He's in rehab. Former corrections officer says that he choked ranting captain. So he choked the ranting captain after a struggle with him. Captain reportedly ran up and down the aisle screaming, "Say your prayers," after his co-pilot locked him out of the cockpit. New York Post reported this. Wow, what a freaking story. What would you be freaking out if your captain did that?
Yes, I think I would. You kind of put your life in his hands. Like let somebody else drive your car, basically.
Yeah, but this is your life, though.
Well, I'm saying the same thing. Like if you're riding in your car, somebody you don't know at all is driving. You're going to be a bit tense. You don't know how good they are driving. You just trust them if they're good enough to keep you alive. Get you from point A to point B.
Yeah, but you gotta understand this, though. Like, out of nowhere, your captain just starts flipping, right?
Yeah.
And
I'd be panicking.
Yeah, man, I'd be flipping out. I don't know, man. I don't know if I would do anything, but I would be definitely worried about it.
Yeah.
It's unclear what happened to the captain. But maybe we'll have an update someday. Anyway, our next story. Anybody out there with illegal guns? You need to be watching your back, because the AT freaking F is coming for you. You know what the ATF, man, is?
What's the ATF?
The ATF is coming for you. They're cracking down. They're the top leaders of the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms. That's what that means.
Okay.
Already under fire from lawmakers in the wake of the Fast and Furious debacle. Also getting harsh remarks with men and women who serve under them, according to a survey. Basically, if you got illegal alcohol, or probably serving it to minors, or tobacco, and if you got illegal firearms, they are coming after you. Do you understand that? I understand that. Do you understand that, Dylan?
I understand.
So all you kiddies out there, don't be drinking. Don't be driving. Wear a helmet.
Wear a helmet.
Alright, to our last story, which we already kind of went over. Whitney Houston. Yeah, I guess because we already went over it, let's just do this. Do you have any memories of the late Whitney Houston?
What did she do again? Was she an actress?
Oh wow, she was a singer. She's actually a very good singer.
Did she die recently?
We just covered it.
The name rings a bell, but I can't place when
She died because of her drowning, and I read a huge report over it.
Was she the chick that everyone on Facebook was blowing up about crap like rest in peace Whitney Houston? Is that her?
No, it's a different Whitney Houston.
I don't know. I don't know who I'm talking about then.
Oh my God. Yes, Dylan, it's the same Whitney Houston.
Well, the black chick.
Yes, Dylan, the black
Okay, so
chick.
yeah, I've never heard anything by her ever.
The African American singer, Dylan.
Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me for not being politically correct.
And on that, we're going to end the show, y'all. WrestleMania is this Sunday, WrestleMania 28, Next Generation Wrestling site at Weeble.com. For all your rumors, all your spoilers, all your results, go to Established Sports for all your March Madness coverage, everything sports you need to know. And Dylan, where can they go to find this show and much, much more best news in the world? Where can they go?
AlternativeNewsTalk.weebly.com.
Ultimate Fighter.
Videos on YouTube for the show.
There we going. YouTube.com/Established Sports. YouTube.com/Andy873. You find us. We're there. MMA1.weebly.com for all your Ultimate Fighter and Bellator news. We're out of here. I'm Andy. He's Dylan. Alternative News Talk. Episode whatever. Podcast. We'll see you next Thursday. Dylan, have a great weekend.
Hopefully.
We'll see you next time.